So why don't we start with ESL as a whole? 100 years. What does that mean to you?
Well, to me personally, it's like, wow, I'm part of an organization that's been around for 100 years. What a history. And a lot of pride in that, a lot of pride in what ESL has become from where it started. It is something that is impactful in our community, I believe, and has grown to really be part of this community. It started out very much Eastman Chodak oriented, founded by George Eastman, of course, with the objective of helping all the people he was bringing in from around the country really develop roots here and build a community. And so the savings and loan at that time was to help people save and make loans for mortgages. And 100 years later, we have been part of helping build this community. Things have changed a lot in 100 years. Kodak is not Kodak as we knew it. Awesome history, a tremendous pillar of our community, catalyst for a lot what exists here. But for us, it's 100 years of growing with our community, and to now be sitting in a place where we are the largest financial institution in our community, something to be proud of and be very responsible with, to understand our place in this community that has helped us become what we are. It's a tremendous responsibility that we take very seriously. And so tremendous pride in what the institution is, but also a very strong understanding of it wouldn't be what it is if it weren't for what the community has allowed it to become.
You talk about responsibility. We're in the middle of a pandemic. The bank is closing in on 380,000 customers. There has to be a certain percentage turning to ESL right now, asking for help.
Absolutely. So the pandemic, no one expected this, came to us fast and furious. Our members did not expect their lives to be turned around. This is a time for us to step up and say, what can we do for them? So much like many financial institutions, we have been actively working with our members to understand how we can be helpful. Primary among that is helping them with deferring loans, things to help their cash flow today, waiving a number of fees to eliminate some of the worries. We also designed some products to get cash to them quickly without many questions answered. We participated in all the government programs, ensured they flowed very smoothly, because the last thing people want is expecting a check and to have problems with them. So we also have designed things where we have actively been reaching out to our customers before they call us, because we sense they may have some downstream challenges, so that we can offer solutions to them proactively. Many of them have said, I'm fine right now, but it's good to know we can call you if we need help. Some of them have said, thank you, you just took a worry off my shoulders. So we have a responsibility to try and be helpful in that manner to the membership, but also the community at large, because what happens to the entire community affects many of our members. So whether it's working through United Way, Community Foundation, or the Crisis Fund that was established under their leadership, stepping up to make contributions to that. So outside of the direct business, it's participating in our community-wide effort to help those less fortunate than us. So certainly our members directly, but the wider community at large, we need to do things. The other thing we did, which we felt was important to do, we think we're still going to have a financially successful year. Typically in January, we take a portion of our profits and return it to our membership. Back in May, we did an assessment. We said, this year is going to be just fine. Our membership can use the money now. So we had already distributed $20 million to members in January. We decided to advance next year's dividend into earlier this year in May, I believe, or June perhaps, that we distributed another $20 million because it can make a difference. It's amazing what $30 unexpected can do Sometimes it's hundreds of dollars that people get as a dividend.
Mm-hmm. You talk about a bank being part of the community. For those who aren't getting a proactive approach from a bank, should they, if they're in trouble, go and ask, is there something that can be done? It does seem like there's a relationship there between an individual and their bank.
Absolutely. People should be very proactive. If they have concerns, reach out to the financial institution. Financial institutions have vested interests in the success of their customers. And I'll say that for all financial institutions. We compete a lot, but at the end of the day, we all desire for our customers to succeed. So yes, consult, be a partner, reach out to them, and most likely they'll be able to help. There are many supports available right now, whether it be through the government programs or programs the institutions have put in place. But yes, there is help available, and do reach out. And as you said, relationships require strong communications between parties. When you don't know that someone's in trouble, it's very hard to help them. So do take the initiative and reach out. We'll do our part to also try and reach out where we're seeing opportunities to help people.
Mm-hmm. You're in a position to take a rather larger view of the economic health of our community. What are you seeing right now?
We need to get through however long this pandemic lasts. So let's say it goes another 6-8 months. We need to get through this period. When I say get through, we need to help our businesses make it through this period so that at the end of it, they can go out on their own and do what they do and have always done very well. Likewise for consumers, we need to help them get on the other side. The other part is there are many members of our community that were already suffering before this started. A lot of the supports to them have further diminished. We need to, again, make sure that they get through this period. Economically, we were doing quite well before the pandemic hit, as a country and as a community. And there's every reason to believe that we have the strength to do well after. And one of the things we as a community have done frequently is come together and find solutions to a problem. So spending more time collaborating to figure out how we can help each other to get through this interim period will make us much stronger. And there's many shining lights of that. Our not-for-profits have stepped up in a brilliant manner to find ways in which to help people throughout the community. And those of us who have the ability are trying to bolster those non-for-profits with funding or other supports to help them do what they do best. I am concerned about our not-for-profits. Our funding streams are very constrained. State funding, everything is taking a hit. So we need to pay attention to that right now. But people are engaging in that, which is great.
You yourself represent the fulfillment of the American dream, if you will. Came here from Pakistan for education, stayed here, and now you're the president and CEO of a significant financial institution. Pretty impressive.
It's an amazing dream at times. It's like pinch me. It is wonderful. I've had the opportunity to live in Rochester now for more than half my life. And this is my home. This community has given me much. A wonderful life, wonderful career. My 2 children grew up here. My wife and I have made a wonderful life here. I have a lot to be thankful for. And as you said, I am living that classic upward mobility dream. ESL is a big part of it, gave me the opportunity to grow with the organization, and it's just been a tremendous experience. And as you said, I came from Pakistan and settled in a brand new country, a lot to learn. But I'd say people are amazing in the communities I've lived in, and you don't do it by yourself. It takes a lot of people to help you get where you are, and I've been surrounded by amazing people who have helped me there, whether it be my family, my ESL family, friends, others in the community. I am very, very thankful and appreciative of the good fortune I have.
My last question, if you run into an 18-year-old who just moved here from another country, very similar situation to you, what advice would you offer him or her?
The general platitudes of yes, work hard. I think be curious. Hold on to who you are, but also try and take in what is good about your surroundings and adapt to that, absorb it. But don't lose yourself. You work hard, you surround yourself with good people, and do your part with initiative, good things will happen. I think optimism, always optimism. Things do tend to work out when you're optimistic.